Right, let's do this. One take coming at you. Hello, it is me, David, Coach Cooney, whatever you prefer. 6 years ago, I can't actually believe it's 6 years ago. I'm looking at this video now thinking, oh my goodness, so much has changed in 6 years. But 6 years ago, I did a video about how to calculate your basal metabolic rate and therefore your total daily energy expenditure. And one question amongst all of them that stood out to me in the comments section was this question here. I don't know if I'm going to put it on the screen. And essentially it's asking, okay, we have now calculated our overall calories that we know we need to achieve in order to maintain our weight, and from that we can therefore manipulate them to increase or decrease our weight. But what percentage of those calories should be carbohydrates, protein, and fat? So in this video, I'm going to explain what I think they should be and how you can calculate it. I promise it's really, really easy. So firstly, let's just talk about each macronutrient. Carbohydrates, if you don't know already, for every 1 gram of carbohydrates, that is 4 calories. Carbohydrates are our preferred fuel source in terms of the body, in terms of what it processes, in order for our bodies to function on a daily basis. Next is protein. Equally the same, 1 gram of protein is 4 calories. We need protein to fix and to build lean muscle tissue. Now obviously how much we have of that is going to be relative to our body weight, which we'll come on to in a moment. And then lastly is fat. Fat for every 1 gram is 9 calories. Now already you can see that fat is notably more calorie dense than the other ones. So therefore we need to be a bit more mindful of how much fat we're having every single day. Fat, in short, because I could go down a rabbit hole, is crucial in order to regulate our hormones. If we don't have enough fat in our diet, it can lead to so many complications. So please don't just, because it's calorie dense, ignore fats and reduce them as much as possible. That is only going to end badly. So now we've discussed those briefly, I'm going to use myself as an example. So today's example is me. I need 2,800 calories every single day to maintain my weight. Now, purely based on my own experience, having done this for 15 years nearly or over, having worked with clients or working with clients one-to-one every single day, my preferred macronutrient breakdown is as follows. Carbohydrates is going to be 50% of your calorie intake. Protein is going to be 25% of your calorie intake, and therefore fat is equally going to be 25% of your calorie intake. And I'll explain a couple of reasons for this. Carbohydrates, particularly if people are trying to lose weight, it is the first macronutrient that people reduce. They just think, okay, if I reduce my carbohydrates, I'm going to reduce weight and I'm going to do so quicker. Let's just get rid of them. Some people even get rid of them all. Now, yes, you are going to lose weight, but keep in mind that the more carbohydrates you take on, the more water you take on. So if you reduce your carbohydrates, you are for sure going to reduce your overall body weight. But we need carbohydrates to function, and to function with a smile on our face, more importantly. And one thing I will add is, one thing that is often ignored is carbohydrates. If we have a moderate amount, it simply means that we can give more to our workouts. When we exercise, we can give more. But one of the number one things that come from reducing your carbohydrate intake is you generally feel more lethargic and more tired throughout the day, and your workouts suck. And it's all about output. What are you doing in order to achieve your goal? And when it comes to exercise, you want to enjoy it first and foremost, and you want to give it your all. So carbohydrates is 50%. Protein, and I'll put this in the description to show you more so, I would recommend 2 times your body weight in kilograms. And if you do that, it should equate to around 25% of your overall calories. And then as for fat, you've already decided your carbohydrates, you've already decided your protein, the remainder is going to be fat. So here's how you calculate it. So 2,800 calories is the goal, okay? So you've got your overall calorie intake, you want to figure out your protein. So what do? Literally, this is all you do. You go into the calculator app and you type in 2,800 and you times that by the percentage. So in the case of carbohydrates, 2,800 times 0.5. That will equal 1,400 calories. That's how many calories you need from carbohydrates every single day. You then do the exact same for the protein and for the fat. So you times it by 0.25, which is 700 calories. So your fat and your protein is going to be 700 calories. Now, my coaching approach to this is use those calories however you please. Don't feel as if you need to eat specific foods, because at the end of the day, enjoyment will lead to sustainability. If you are feeding yourself food that you absolutely dread, that diet is only going to last so long. So my coaching approach is, here are your calories, do what you want with them, but hit those targets. So if I'm eating 2,800 calories a day, 1,400 is going to be carbohydrates, 700 is going to be fat, 700 is going to be protein. That's it. That is literally it. There's your answer. If you have any questions, please let me know. If you want me to go into this with maybe a little bit more detail with regards to each macronutrient, let me know. But find out your calories, find out your percentages, 50% carbs, 25% protein, 25% fat, and then calculate it. That's it for today. I promise I'll be back again in less than 6 years' time. I'll speak to you all very soon.